Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to take this calculation and we're going to round each number in that calculation to one significant figure. First of all, 6.8 to one significant figure means we're going to chop the number off after the 6. The 6 though has to round up to a 7. We've now got 47.6, so only that 4 is going to remain. Everything else must drop down to 0. The 4 has to round up to a 5, but we have to put in a 0 instead of this 7 to keep the number the right size. Okay, so 7 times 50. On the bottom here, 2.09, we only need to keep the 2, the first significant figure. Everything else drops to 0. Okay, what we're now going to do is work out the answer to that. So we're going to use our rounded numbers. In other words, we're going to do 7 times 50 divided by 2. Well, if we do 7 times 50, that's 350. So we're doing 350 divided by 2, which is 175. Okay. Right, what we've now got to look at is explain why our answer in part B is going to be larger than the real answer. Well, if you look at the numbers in the original calculation, we rounded 6.8 up to 7. We rounded 47.6 up. So we rounded the two top numbers up, so they became bigger than they really should be. And we rounded the bottom number down. And if you're dividing by something smaller, you end up with a bigger answer. So my explanation would go something like this. The top numbers are rounded up and the bottom numbers are rounded down. Okay, and that gives us, so giving an answer larger, okay, than the real answer. Sorry about my writing.